What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Grimdark Garage. We're back again, boys. How are we feeling?
Oh, yes.
Excited.
How is everyone?
Good, good.
Hot?
Hot.
Very hot.
It's the height of British summer.
Oh, no, it's lovely.
It's like 30 degrees, boys.
I'm looking forward to this 2-week summer.
Yeah, yeah.
And we get to sit inside and play Warhammer.
Like I said, the perfect time for being outside.
Can we in the pub?
Socialising.
Euros are starting soon.
Oh, yeah.
Get
in the garage. Get in the garage.
garage.
So what's happened since we last filmed? Admech Codex dropped.
Yes.
We did promise a Drukhari battle.
Yes, we did. Oh, we always went to Drukhari versus...
We'll have to knock that back a week.
Yeah.
Was it?
Drukhari next time, yeah. I think we said
Yeah,
Drukhari. But
then, and then the Admech book came out.
Then the Admech book came out, and, you know, I fucking love the Admech.
I mean, are you disappointed?
Yeah. The only army Jamie's ever painted.
Yes.
It is the only army I've ever painted.
The Watch, the book of tricks.
So I think we have today, probably like aside from Drukhari, which are the obvious like boogeymen, Skitarii, Admech are just fucking insane.
Yeah.
And then we have what people are regarding as one of the weakest Space Marine
I
contingents.
don't know if it's doing too badly.
Is it not?
It's just so first of all, it's really underrepresented. You don't get many Deathwatch players because I think for like historically they haven't got a lot of love. So like people don't have on the shelf just like a big Deathwatch army waiting to go. You know what I mean? Whereas they do have some of the others, but I like them. I really like them.
Well, we've looked through combinations before and we think they're very strong.
Yeah.
So I'll be very intrigued to see what they do today.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's an interesting list. I've not seen this list. I've not seen you ever play this list before.
No, this is brand new. You've never seen a drop pod on.
You've never seen one of them.
Ever played a drop pod before? this is what I do. You know, like if in doubt, get it out when you're filming.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when it matters for the world.
Exactly. That's the
try
time.
things. That's kind of experiment.
Exactly.
Mine's a bit of a sort of all comers, a bit of a sort of my first Admech list actually. So be really intrigued to see. We've got a couple of big 20-man blobs. We'll go through this in the army review in a second, but.
Got a nice table for us. I was watching Vanguard Tactics. Have you ever watched Vanguard
He's
Tactics?
really good, the bloke in there,
Steven something?
I can't remember his name.
He
Very
won
competitive.
one of the big tournaments the other day.
Did he?
Yeah, he's doing really good. And he'll show what his like idea of like a competitive table layout is. So I thought we'd give that a go today.
Grimdark's Garage take on a Vanguard Tactics take on a tournament ready table.
Because there's such good guidance out there.
Man, you've got these channels there. You've got channels like Vanguard stepping up and sort of...
Hellstorm's been talking a lot about terrain. I watch his videos as well.
Hellstorm's just funny, man.
Oh, he's brilliant.
He's in it for the memes.
Coffee time.
But yeah, so what should we get to the army reviews?
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hey.
You haven't said much yet.
No.
You're back again. You didn't scare you
I'm
off.
here again. Doing some more filming, hopefully.
He's here for the long haul, guys.
He's
Hope you love Dave, because we love Dave.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm family, so you know.
I'm surprised your cold dead hands on this channel.
I'm in now.
The wolves are coming.
The wolves are coming, yes.
And Necrons.
Yeah.
Wolves and Necrons.
Yes.
And we've got a few more projects in the wings as well.
Old resident Wolves and Necrons player. Maybe we'll do the Wolves soon.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we should do the Wolves soon.
I think so.
Maybe we'll do the Wolves versus that Admech list I brought to that tournament.
No, let's not do that.
We've tested the Admech out a little bit. It wasn't a painted list, so which is why I've not brought it today. And plus, it wasn't fun to watch, was it?
It was not
fun. It was
fun.
horrendous. So we did a little
one day, wasn't it?
Two tables set up, so we could play 2 games at the same time. We all brought armies.
3 games in one day, guys. It's still stressful.
We're trying to get the practice in, aren't we? Like you're getting ready for the tournaments. It is exhausting, absolutely exhausting. Apart from you, because you were done by turn 1 every time.
Yeah, Jamie just tabled 3 armies in turn 1.
3 completely Death Guard
with Morty.
A guard with 8 tanks, was it?
6 or 8 Lehman Russes, yeah.
Yeah, 3 tank commanders, 3 Lehman Russes.
A Space Wolves close combat army with like,
every unit had at least 5 Storm Shields.
Yeah, and all 3 of them got table turn 1.
So Admech are pretty good, guys. I don't know if this is a very different list, but yeah. Let's see if I can remember all the rules, because it's been a couple of days.
Screw the Admech.
We're definitely if you're neutral, like you need to be rooting for the Deathwatch.
I'm rooting for the Deathwatch.
After what he did, it was okay.
It was embarrassing.
That's that end.
Oh, we were the dominants. It was a pretty good day, wasn't it? Well, so without further ado, let's jump into the list then, so we can show you off some of this mean Admech goodness.
Oh, mean Admech machine.
Fuck, I missed that.
Jamie.
All right then, let's start off with some lists, shall we? Let's do the Admech first. So, we have got a single battalion. We are the all red sands of Mars, of course we are. So
you get some cheeky stuff in Mars, don't you?
Yeah, so I suppose we could treat this as a little bit of a review as well, because I mean, to cut a long story short, the book's fucking incredible. Absolutely incredible. What Mars gives you is every unit gets 1 free reroll. on a single dice. But more importantly, what it actually gives you is access to the canticles. So if you guys haven't seen reviews, I would recommend going and actually watching someone else's videos on like a really thorough review. But things are different now for the Admech. You have got the Skitarii side, you have got the Cult Mechanicus side. Cult Mechanicus retain the canticles of the Omnissiah ability. Skitarii get the new Doctrina Imperatives. What Mars gives the Skitarii side is also access to the canticles, and that's things like your Shroudstorm remains there. Listening to the Electromancer is now way better, but his remains there. That's now a -1 to hit in combat. And then the Doctrina side of things is actually jazzy as hell, isn't it? So for the Skitarii,
the buffs are crazy.
Oh man, it's so good. So
basically everything they took away from Space Marines in the last 2 years. If you're wondering where all of your cool stuff went,
hey man, we make all your weapons. You're lucky you get anything from us.
Just reel that back in.
So the combat, the Doctrine Imperatives basically are, they affect all Skitarii units regardless of core, and what they do is they're essentially coupled, they're paired. So you have one that gives you a +1 ballistic skill, one that gives you a +1 weapon skill, one that gives you 3 inches movement in addition, and one that gives you an additional point on your cover save or your armor save. Each one of those has a sort of a plus side, which is those I just went through, and each one has a negative effect. So with the +1 ballistic skill, you get a -1 weapon skill, and vice versa. With the 3-inch movement, you'd get a -1 to your armor save, and with the armor save +1, you'd get a -3 inches to your movement. So there's benefits and sort of costs of applying these buffs. You can choose them at any time, at the beginning of your command phase. There is ways of also ignoring the sort of the downside of, if you will, with the Skitarii Marshal. So they're just a good time, really.
Yeah,
they're so strong.
So when I first saw that, I thought this was like some sort of like meme. I was like, oh, right,
that's what ballistics give to Admech.
Yeah, they're like, what? They're gonna make your combat worse? Like, no one cares. Admech can't fight anyway. They're a gunline army. Okay. I was like, so first I was like, +1 ballistic skill. That's just broken. Okay. And I was like, oh wait, no, it actually is bad to get -1 weapon skill, because now you're great at combat as well. Like, it genuinely.
I thought Admech in last edition were a sleeper combat army as well.
Yeah.
Thought they were really strong.
I've seen some really impressive combat. Like,
you could easily build, and especially with Riser, which is basically, surprise, we took Blood Angels and we gave it to Admech. +1 to your charge, +1 to wound in combat. We gave the bloody Admech Blood Angels, but
yeah.
Admech, the combat side of things have changed ever so slightly. I think the priests are in a stranger place now. I think they're probably better. They've taken away the randomness as they've done with most of the armies, so it's no longer D3 damage, it's flat 2s here and there. The chickens, I think, are actually incredible now. Yes. We can go through specific stat lines and things like that maybe in the game.
Yeah, so
like I said, I'd recommend going and watching, I don't know, like a Allspecs Tactics.
Is a good
brilliant
one, yeah.
But yeah, really, really strong, and Mars are up there with the best of them.
Yeah.
Giving it, what essentially, guys, you'll see it through the game. The canticles, in addition to the Doctrina, gives Skitarii units the ability to have, say, a 2-up save, or
on a
plus
model out of the open.
Or, I mean, there's no units in here today, but if you brought Infiltrators, you could have -1 to hit the Infiltrators. The Infiltrators now come baked in, whether you can't reroll hits or wounds against them. You could then also give them a +1 strength from the canticle. You give them +1 weapon skill from the Doctrina. There are so many combos that make Admech really, really tick now. I just think they're just a really exciting option, and I think it's going to take a while for people to dig in and determine some of the better lists. But I'd be confident saying that you can't really take a bad Admech list. This is, like I said at the beginning, this is a bit of a all flavors Admech list. It's a bit of everything. There's a bit of Cult Mechanicus, there's a bit of Skitarii. There's obviously, you guys would have seen online, the shooty chickens are so way too cheap for what they do, but are just incredible. I want to try out some Taste Chicken Steak because I haven't tried them yet, and they're one of my favourite units in the whole book. But yeah, let's get into what we have. So we've got the 3 HQs: the Dominus, the Manipulus, and the stand-in. That's right, stand-in. Skitarii Marshal, who looks a lot like a techno-archaeologist, but I promise you, he is Skitarii at heart. The Dominus is our Warlord for the day, and he has got the Warlord trait that gives him a 4-up invuln and a -1 damage. The Manipulus comes with all sorts of jazzy new abilities, but the key ones here is the ability to give arc, radium, or galvanic weapons, +6 inches on the range, and plus an additional AP. That'll come in really handy later when we're doing our big blocks of 20 Vanguard or Rangers. And then Skitarii Marshal has our Relic, which is the reroll ones to hit, and the reroll ones to wound, which is just a ludicrous force multiplier. You maybe just watch Miguel for this whole segment. You can just watch his face slowly drop as you hear. We have
Just
also
start chanting, "Are you Guilliman in disguise?" for 45 points.
Speaking of Guilliman in disguise, I was being a bit of a fanny, so I decided to just buy more than Val for my sisters.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I bought more than Val. Because it's just a ridiculous sisters model, but we'll come to that later, guys!
How many new armies are we working on right now?
Too many.
3 new armies. You're doing sisters.
I'm working, you finished.
We've got Thousand Suns coming, ready for the new book.
GK's never seen the channel.
Grey Knights are all ready for the new book. We've got a new Drakari force coming.
Yeah.
We've got Necrons, I don't think have been on the channel yet.
He's doing the pan.
Oh, he's got
the pan of the Grimdark Garage.
Grimdark Garage. Well, we've got the
Grey
Grey
Knights
Knights.
over there. So we're working on some terrain and a lockdown. Tau. A lot of that Tau hasn't seen the channel yet.
There's a lot to come.
Guys, what's come?
Right, back to the game.
We've got big things coming.
Big things coming, and Admech is ready to take on most of those. So, other things to note of the 3 HQs, we have bought 2 of the Holy Orders. We've got a low guy and we've got an artisan. Believe it's low guy and artisan, might be vice versa. I'll have to check as the list goes on. The Holy Orders are absolutely incredible. It's basically a paid for buff that is becoming more and more sort of popular in the new codexes, although essentially what the low guy's given me is the ignore AP1 and 2 on a unit that I pick in the command phase. Incredible buff.
So what?
Ignore AP1 and 2 in the command phase. Pick that as a buff. I think that one costs 30 points.
Just trying to think of what
It gives me a free command point as well.
What can I pet? What is the? Have we got anything even close to that, Space Marines? Yes, we have. If we're 18 inches away, we can get cover.
Oh dear. And we took one of the things that made the Tyranid Warrior so cool and went, fuck you, we'll have that.
Stab it.
And then a block of 20 Rangers, guys, I promise you. And it's in Lucius, and the buffs just keep rolling. And then Artisans gives me fallback and can still shoot. I think you need Rangers. We took everything you wanted. We took everything you had and we made it our own, okay? We made it better. Troop choices, we have a big 20 block of Rangers. Yes, they come in 20s.
I remember when we used to be able to take units of 20.
No, they were good times. Oh man, just get he's been eating lemons here, he's so bitter. And we've got a big 20 block of Vanguard. So 2 of the troop choices. We have 4 destroyers with the phosphors and with the plasma. And we have a unit of 3 breachers with the hydraulic claws and with the heavy arc rifles. In the fast attacks, because Admech's fast attack is now probably the most competitive battlefield role in the whole army. We've got 3 Lascan chickens. That is a Lascan chicken. Don't look at the arc cannons. And we've got 4 Taser Go chickens. In the heavy slot, we have my favourite looking boys in the whole army, the Castellan robot, who I'm afraid I think has suffered the penalty of being OP in 8th and has been gimped a bit into the ground. The Castellan fists are now really interesting.
Close combat version, yeah.
Close combat version is really interesting. I'm not running close combat today. I've gone for shooty just because I'll never let them die. And then we do have a Dune Crawler with a neutron laser, which is always a cheeky one. The elite slot, we have got a unit of 10 Fulgurite Electro Priests. Like I say, these guys they still punch hard against Space Marines. Have you got any Feel No Pains today?
We do got a Apothecary.
Yeah, so the Feel No Pain gimps the 2 damage a little bit. You can't really spike with the D3 anymore, but you know, more sort of reliability is never a bad thing. And they are going to be riding in a Scorpius Dune Rider. Oh, these things! I want 10 of these things. They are just wounds on. I'm going to say wound on wheels, but they don't really have wheels. They sort of hover along the ground.
They got Decker now as well. They got 16 shots.
They are 16 shots. 16 shots with heavy stubbers. Heavy stubbers went up an extra shot. God knows why. Because oh yeah, open it up. It's a landing!
Ah!
Yeah, they got 16 shots now, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage, but I'll tell you what that deals with. That deals with the absolute boogeyman of the meta scene right now, Drakari. So, and they just get my Fulgurite Electro Priest around the board nicely. That's the list. Anything that comes up through the game I'll obviously mention because it's quite a complex army. But it's just a few moving parts rather than complex. Trying to remember everything is the thing, but... if I get things wrong, I'm sure you guys will sound off in the comments.
Yep, and I will give you 0 takebacks.
Fair. Deathwatch, what you got? What am I facing?
Mate, don't know where to begin against that. That is something else. So I'll
tell you what. One final thing on Admech. Shit, we get a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, you really do.
We were calculating. Me and Miguel spent little time on Saturday just pretty much putting together a pretty naughty list that we think could do work.
God.
It was 3 full units of dogs, 2 full units of infiltrators, 3 big blocks of 20 dudes. It came out about 200 wounds.
It was. I think it's about 120 wounds that you could put 9 inches away from your opponent before the game begins. Just like
the dogs pre-game move now. The infiltrators dog deep strike. They forward deploy. Like,
there are most armies who will never get through that, even just to get out of their oin deployment zone. Let alone the other half of your army just shooting at them.
Yeah, because I've then got Las Chicken sitting at the back, wailing down.
It was crazy. We could pretty much run that list.
Yeah, I've got the models, just not painted. Is the story of the Grimdark Garage.
200 wounds was nuts.
Yeah, absolutely ludicrous. But yeah, Admech are suddenly a horde army.
Yeah, and a shooting army, and a close combat army, and they're pretty quick as well.
And they're pretty elite.
Yeah.
They're an elite horde army.
Heard it here first.
Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it while you can, because it's going to be good.
So we have got the Deathwatch here today. Where to begin? We'll start with the HQs. So our Warlord is a Lieutenant today, just because he looks way cooler than the Captain, and that's how we roll. So this is the Warlord. He's armed with a bolt gun and a lightning claw. His
Rule of cool, baby. This is the Grimdark Garage.
His Relic today is the teleport, so you get to pick an infantry unit on the battlefield and they can then basically move to be within 6 inches of him and stay 9 inches away. So you can do some pretty cool stuff with that. It's a nice little useful ability. Captain, Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. He's going to take the Relic Storm Shield, which means he has a 5-up invuln bubble within 6 inches. So that's just always on. I don't know if any Spaceman players out there right now are taking Librarians. They can do the Fortress one, which gives you a 5 invuln bubble. His is just turned on all the time. Don't have to worry about it.
That is money, isn't it?
Yeah.
All
it's
day.
on everything that's on core. So there's a lot of play, I think, with... I was very close to taking 3 Redemptors today.
That's what I said in the colour over. I was like, he's going to bring 3 Redemptors.
Because they would all get a 5-up invuln and the -1 damage.
I think that's the mega competitive Deathwatch list.
Or, once the models arrive, they're on their way, 3 Relic Contemptors. Although I think they already have 5 invuln built in, actually.
I think they might do. But
take all 6.
All 6, yeah.
Genuinely.
Because you can pick your Doctrine order as well, can't you?
Yeah,
so you can pick heavy when you need it.
When you need that big turn. We've got a... So, I should say about the army, don't look too closely at the models, because they're pretty much not what they appear. We've got a few Primaris Trueborn sopping back and forth today, just to try and make the army work in the way that I want it to work. So, our Apothecary today is a normal Apothecary. He's not Primaris. I have upgraded him with the extra 35 points that I now have to pay to make him a Chief Pop. Shut up. Shut up. So,
that's so good.
He is upgraded. I've got a unit of 10, 5 Flame Aggressors, 5 Heavy Intercessors. So they're going to try and do my heavy lifting today. I've upgraded them so that they get full rerolls to wound against troops, which is a good chunk of Jamie's army, actually. So I'm happy about that. Because that's one of the things you have to pick before the game.
Troops is the one, man.
Yeah,
Troops
so
is the one.
It cost me 30 points to do that. I have to do it before the game, so it's got to be on my army list. And it's like, I thought them troops is a pretty safe bet. I almost went on the Plasma guys. And thought, do I go HQ? Do I go Elites? Do I go Heavy Support? Do I go Delegate? There's just too many options. It's too risky. You know what I mean? You pay that 35 points, and then like today, you look at something and go, oh, okay, I would have picked Heavy Support. It would be great. And you're like, oh, by the way, these are all fast attack. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's expecting these to be fast attack?
So what's really interesting, I think, at the moment is -3 AP is actually a really good pick against Admech.
Yeah.
So... Even the unsupercharged plasmas would do work against me because
you're good at buffing your save.
I can ignore a -1 and 2 with the low guy. I've got so many possibilities of upping the save. I didn't touch on a couple of Warlord traits that I bought.
Shut up. You've had your turn.
Back to the Deathwatch.
Let me keep talking.
You know, I'm just going to cut you out the shot as well.
Be me.
Don't steal my light.
We'll come back up with those in a second, but just FYI, the Vanguard 20-man block have got a Warlord trait and a Relic because you can give them to my troops choices now. I'm going to keep drinking, Dave.
You do that.
You do that. You do that.
Drop pod, first time ever. As far as I can tell, it can come down turn 1 and the guys get straight out. Great. Can't argue with that. I'll have that all day.
Have you seen the Admech thing that can do that? This one is interesting. The 2 Admech transport planes can do that. If you have to buy 2, it's like 200-point drop pod. It's really weird. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm just going to get back over here.
Don't worry, I'll chime in a second, I'm sure.
Relic, Leviathan, Dread.
Oh, you got one of them! I'll shut up, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. We made that! What a cock, eh? Right, where are we?
Relic, Leviathan, Dreadnought. It's got the Hunter Killers. Haven't seen play in a while because it's not core, which hampers it.
Is it not?
No, it's not core.
Oh, that's bullshit.
But the Relic and Tempters are. Figure that one out.
They'll lose that, unfortunately.
Well, they didn't in the FAQ, which came out last week.
Hopefully they keep it. Hopefully
he gets it. It'll be much better. Then I've got the start of the proxies. So first of all, we've got 5 Phobos Marines, exactly as you see them. They are genuine Phobos Marines. These guys here are not Assault Intercessors, okay? But I thought they were the best thing that represented what I'm actually using them as today, which is Deathwatch Veterans with chainswords and bolt guns. So the nice thing about these guys is that basically they're an Assault Intercessor, but they get to keep their bolt gun.
I love that.
Which is a huge upgrade. They're
Way
20
cheaper.
points.
So
Exactly.
1 point more expensive.
1 point more expensive than an Assault Intercessor, but they then have a bolt gun. That bolt gun can choose between +1 AP, +1 to wound, and +1 damage.
So good.
So, like, a massive upgrade, and they're still 20 points a pop, which I think is really good.
It's absolute jokes that the special issue ammunition. Fuck, I can't even say it. Special issue ammunition.
Yeah.
Does not go across most more stuff.
No, it's basically that is the
Criminal.
only gun in the game that actually has it built in, and the Stalker bolt rifle, the Deathwatch version of the Stalker.
That's criminal.
Yeah,
Should
it
be
is a
more
real
things.
shame. But I wanted to use it today, so I've got that there. In the unit, I have a dude with a Thunderhammer. This is my Black Shield. He is... So first of all, he comes on the charge, he has 5 attacks, which is crazy for a Seducna squad. He's got a Thunderhammer. He comes base, weapon skill 2, so Thunderhammer puts it back up to 3s.
Love that.
It's a heavy Thunderhammer, so it's flat 4 damage.
Love that.
And it's -3 AP.
Love that.
So I've got one of those there, one of those there, and one of those in that squad as well. Okay.
Guess which one's the last thing the unit's going to die?
Oh mate, he's going to
He's staying.
Oh, that is a good gotcha actually. By having him in the unit, it opens up a stratagem that they can heroically intervene like characters.
Oh, that's quality.
Yeah,
Like that.
so all 3 of these units can
Still
heroically
3 inches or could be
still
6
3 inches.
Okay.
Heroically intervene like characters.
Is there any storm shields in those units?
No storm shields.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking I've got the 5 inbound from the guys, I don't want to double down on both things. If you know
Yeah,
what I
makes
mean.
sense. Wasted points.
These guys look like Hellblasters. They're not Hellblasters. You're starting to get where this is going now, aren't you? Okay, so they are Deathwatch veterans again. This time they're armed with plasma guns, and again they've got chainswords. Now, so they're basically same stats as Hellblasters, but they're 25 points a pop with a chainsword, compared to Hellblasters 33 with no chainsword.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
So so
You lose the ability to do transhuman, that's it?
use ability to transhuman. Yeah, so I've got to remember they can't transhuman any of those squads. Again, they've got a Black Shield though, so they've got the big Thunderhammer in there in case you do want to try and get up close with them.
Love that.
2 units of Eliminators come down in points. I'm really hoping that they're going to make a comeback. Maybe they kill a character, maybe they just do actions. They're Phobos, so I can pick them up and put them back down again. They got some cool interactions that I'm looking forward to. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think that was enough. Let's do it. Let's play.
Let's get the table up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we are deployed. We've gone for our more competitive table layout today, so it's quite symmetrical. We've got some new terrain we've probably not seen before, the bigger blocking walls in the middle here to give us that L shape, something to play around. We've got 2 buildings and either deployment zone, both of which have an objective just in front. So we've got 4 objectives here. We've then got objective at the back and an objective at the back over there. The mission we're playing today is Overrun from Chapter Approved 2020 or Chapter Approved 2021. You'll notice there's no difference. Nice one, GW. That was worth 30 quid. Anyway, whatever. It's all good. The missions are exactly the same. Okay. We've got the new secondaries, which is nice. And
Hold 2, hold 3, hold more.
it's a hold 2, hold 3, hold more mission. As you can see, my force is trying to hide as best they can from the horde gun line shooting close combat Admech army over there.
Down.
So we are bunkered down. We think we combat squadded every 10-man unit we had, apart from the big one, because just so many objectives in this mission. So many objectives. For the secondaries, the Deathwatch went for Over Moment, classic Space Watch. Space Marines? Space Watch, I like that.
Space Watch.
Classic
We watched the
Space
galaxy.
Watch. We've gone for the new Investigate Signal, so do an action in the middle. And we've gone for grind them down. So Jamie's got a lot of vehicles today. All the chickens are 1 point, the robots are 1 point, the tank is 2, and the transport is 2. So anything I can chip off there is just going to get me some free points.
Love it.
Jamie, what did you go for?
I went for the Admech specific one, which is no steel, no mercy, no surrender, blood, guts, whatever it's called. Basically, I need to have a vehicle on the table, and if I kill more infantry units than he kills vehicles, which obviously specs into his secondary.
And it's units, isn't it?
Units,
so
yeah.
I can't just kill one chicken.
You can't just kill one chicken, it's got to be a unit. And I get 3 points at the end of the turn. So that's all good. I went for Stranglehold, which is effectively domination, hold 3 and hold more than your opponent. And I went for Kill More.
Yes, kill more.
You've deployed quite defensively, so I'm wondering if I'm going to get that now. But should be interesting.
Yeah. We'll do the roll-off live. Do you want to go first?
I don't know, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, with regards to how I deployed it, was I have too much stuff, so I can't really deploy that strategically. The breach is deployed in a crate, so it gives them a 1-up. That was the most I thought about deployment. No, I want that Leviathan Dread off the table as quick as I can. It's just whether or not I can get line of sight. Realising kind of quite quickly that I'd need to get essentially to here or here to get shots on it, or here, which is unrealistic. Whereas he only just sort of has to shuffle a little bit. So yeah, it's a good one. Would I want first turn? I always want first turn.
Hey.
Obviously, stand up for this.
Oh yeah.
My legs are hurting from the gym, so forgive me as I hobble.
Oh, I'll roll a black one for the Deathwatch.
Oh, I like it. Red one for Mars. 5 and 4. He gets first turn, baby.
Admech. Sorry, if you didn't see that. It was a 4 for the Deathwatch. Admech. First turn.
I need to do some shenanigans with movement and come back to you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay, Admech movement turn has ended. Let me just run through everything that happened. So, pre-game move with the Rangers. They moved 3 inches and they moved their 6 inches to get just further up the board. We're tailing back just to hold the point. We have the Scutari Marshal tucked in. He's within 6 inches here and he's within 6 inches over here. Reroll hit rolls of 1 and 2. Let me cut a long story short. Everything moved forward. There's not much more tactically to say about that. With regards to low G powers and abilities, the Manipulus gave this big squad of Vanguard who advanced the AP 1 and 2 ignoring, and he gave them the radiant buff, so 6 inches on their range, as well as additional -1, so they're now tough, strength 3 -1. What else is of particular note? I don't know. Oh yeah, the robot chickens come around the side. We used the stratagem, which was the Dune Strider stratagem. Basically gives you an automatic 6-inch advance, and they do not suffer the penalty when shooting with assault weapons or with any weapons really. So they're just
I wonder what they're gonna shoot at.
There is a Relic Leviathan Dreadnought that I'm eyeing up quite tastily. Regarding Canticles and Doctrina, we took the +1 ballistic skill. It's probably a bit early to blow my load quite so well, but I'm hoping we get the Dreadnought. We thin out some of the throngs that are hidden in the buildings over here. We've got good line of sight on pretty much everything. And then the Canticle, we took the Benediction of the Omnicide, which is the reroll 1 hit, 1 wound and 1 damage roll. I believe that's the right name. Yeah, that is pretty much all I've got to say about those sort of shenanigans. If I can get both lots of snipers, thin some units, and if I don't kill the Dreadnought, at least do a fair old dent on him, I'll be very happy indeed. Grand. Should we jump straight into some shooting? Cool. I'm going to do the chickens first because they have one target that I want to shoot at. Probably a more tactical way of doing this, but let's do it. So 2 shots each. 6 shots.
Leviathan.
At the Leviathan.
I'll spend a CP smoke screen.
Smoke screen.
So -1 to hit.
-1. So they are going to be hitting on 2s because of Doctrina, and then going back to 3s because of smoke screen. Rerolling 1s because of the Scutari Marshal, and then are you sure you want to do this? Because I'm also rerolling 2 because of Mars and what do we got? And the Doctrina, the Canticle.
So you got hitting on 3s,
Hitting on 3s,
rerolling
rolling
1s,
and I can pick up 2 2s. Put that CP back up. You know, I only suggested it, but I think it's a wasted, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think most will hit, but I could be wrong. All 2s now. So we got, it's a cracking roll. Reroll that because of Mars or one of the others. Yeah, we're good. Now, wounded on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and I can re-roll one of these. We re-roll that 1, and we'll re-roll that 2 because of Doctrina. No, so 4 go through.
Okay.
AP3, so back to 5 ups.
Back to 5 ups. Don't think I get the benefit of cover or...
The vehicle, you'd be going to a 1 up.
Yeah, we'll roll it and then we'll see if we need to go and look. I can't remember now. Okay,
That's
so
good.
2 5 straight away. 1 4, we'll have to go and check. Alright, so give it a second and we'll just check the dense cover rules.
That's good.
So had a look, doesn't look like area terrain, does just as infantry beasts and swarms as far as we can see, which is what we expected. So which means that 2 go through, so I'm going to CP re-roll 1, trying to get a big 5. No, it doesn't pay off, okay.
Okay.
And
Any way of getting them back?
No, not today.
Okay.
So we're light on the normal traits.
So 3 plus D3 each. Obviously, we'll be knocking each one of these down by 1.
Jeez.
Oh. So 5 and 5, 10 damage on him.
10 damage, I think he's got like 4 left.
Oof. Oof.
This is meant to be a friendly game between mates.
I thought I'd tone the list down. These chickens are too fucking good.
You do not want to hear me rant about 3 plus D3 damage as a weapon profile.
It's your favourite, isn't it?
It's the...
What do you think of the new Sisters 3 plus D6 pistol? Relic pistol.
At least that's a silly
It's so
relic.
fun.
It's
It's one
relic
shot.
on a character. It's not a
That's like
basic
12-inch.
weapon option.
Yeah.
Same problem with Jakari, man.
These
Anyway,
and the Raiders.
chuck me a dice.
It just so happens that they are my 2 armies. Particularly galling, isn't it? He's got 4 wins left, has he?
Yeah.
Okay, David, let me have a little think of this because there's going to be some jank coming in a second, so I just want to know what I'm doing.
2, 1, go.
Okay, grand. So we're going to go with the Rangers. They are splitting their shots. We've got 16 of them going into the Relic Leviathan, and we've got 4 of them because they can't see because of this angle going into these guys. We have an Omnispecs on them, so they are ignoring cover. It's 3 snipers in there.
Yep, 3 snipers.
So, and we have 1 CP for Wrath of Mars. We are within 6 inches of our, what's it called? Skotari Marshal. It is heavy, so they would be hitting on 4s, but we have got the Doctrina, so they're back to hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit and wound.
Sod it, I'll smoke screen him.
Smoke screening, baby!
Smoke screen.
Love it. Okay, cool. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. These ones are
There's enough 3s in there to worth a CP.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Good conversion, and we've got 2 for Mars and 1 for Benediction. Cool. Pick out the fails. There was quite a few 3s in there. 2 2s, 3. Anything for now?
No. What do you need now? 4 6s? And he's
4
dead.
6s.
What else can I do?
You can do the ignore mortal wounds.
That does not sound good.
So I'm looking for 6s to wound and 6s on mortal wound in addition, and either way.
I'll do the other one for the ignore more wounds.
Ignore mortal wounds on 5s and re-rolling 1s. We get a ton of 6s. Oh, couldn't ask for more 6s. Mortal wounds. Wrath of Mars does only cap at
6 now.
Does it cap at 6 now? Yeah. So we spent our mortal wounds going into the relic, but we can save these. He's dead.
He's dead.
Does he blow?
Good question. No.
Oh, dang. Cool.
Back in the start.
And then we've got 4 dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into the snipers. Won't be benefiting Wrath of Mars now because we did our 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to count it as 6 even though we only need 4. So hitting on 3s now because there's no smoke screen here. Re-rolling 1s. Roll those 1s. I can re-roll that 2. Okay. And then strength 4, toughness 4.
Yeah.
Okay, going to re-roll that wound. Benediction, no. So 3, 5 go through at -1, no cover.
5 -1, so 4 up saves. Makes 1
Oh,
fails
dude.
4.
2 dies dead.
2 guys dead. Okay.
Okay. That's a bitter pill to swallow early doors. We'll do these guys shooting into... We can't see through there, so Miguel's very nicely hidden everything that I thought things were touching. So they're not quite touching, which is fine. But we still do have one sniper in here, 3 snipers up here that we can see. And I don't think we have angles or range on anything else. So we'll do all these guys shooting into this lone sniper.
Yeah.
It's 4d6 shots. Nice thing about these guys is when you overcharge them, they just take a mortal wound rather than die, which was crazy. But we won't overcharge it. So we're going to get 8, 9, 10, 11 shots. Nothing particularly excited about these guys. You can't re-roll anything, so hitting on 4s. But we can re-roll 2 of those because of canticles and... No, we can't. Yes, we can. Sorry. They are Cult Mechanicus. Wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
Can we roll 1 of these? No, so just 3, a -3.
3? Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, sorry, 1 in there.
On these guys?
Yeah, so he gets his benefit for cover, so he's on a 2 up.
So down to a 1 up in cover, and then -3, so
so
4s.
4's up.
No, fails them all.
Cool. I'll do instead.
Please excuse the neighbour mowing his lawn. It's too hot to shut the door, so, you know, deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. We can edit that in post, yeah, Dave?
Yeah.
We better put these videos together. Everything else is going to have to go to these guys, I think.
Yeah.
Don't think I have. Don't think I have range. Let me, Dave. Can you pause it a second, and we'll see if I have range and or sight on anything.
Cool.
To save us rolling too many dice, the robot shot into here. These guys shot into here. These guys shot into here. These guys shot into here. He shot neutron lasers into here. That building shouldn't even be there anymore.
Yeah.
But Miguel very happily took those off. I think.
Yep.
I'm going to say happily is a strong word. And that is the end of my turn because I can't charge anything.
Nice. Yeah, I want my leviathan back. Damn. Okay, let's come. We
You can come back.
We can come back.
It can be done.
We can come back.
All right.
Let's do this.
I love it.
And I concede.
That was one of your least enjoyable first turns, wasn't it?
I don't know. It's pretty rare. I think in 40K, I looked across the board and just had like so few choices. Actually, there's like there's endless choices of how do I want to die, and I'm just trying to decide which one will be the quickest.
There is suddenly a lot of Space Marines on the board. I'm maintaining this could be a fun end to the game. But we shall see.
Yes.
We shall see.
Are you doing your Auspex?
Dave is nodding horribly. No, because I want to see if this goes.
No, boo. Are you doing your Auspex? Is it a sound tactical move? What have you got? Hey, what can I actually see out of that squad?
Yeah, so it'd be.
Them.
Yeah, so 3 shots each. I can do another CP for Rathmars and another CP for auto wins.
Well, no, wouldn't they have to be targeting these guys?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
would
that's what I'm
do.
saying. Yeah, so it's only
yeah,
that. Yeah, it's only half the.
Yeah, it's not obviously it's not the guys around the corner. It's literally, yeah, like there up to him. I don't think anything else from here can see. So it'd be 25 shots. I do stand a chance of peeling some wounds on him. 3 CP, I've got 8.
Oh,
Or I could do it here.
so I'm going to change one thing. Bear with me a second.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to change one
Come back in a second?
thing. Yeah, just going to come back in a second. So, just a couple little switches around. We made these guys white scars for a turn. So they can advance and charge. So they've gone for a big advance. I've realised that none of these units here can fall back and shoot. So if I can just tag them, tie them up a bit,
It'd be tasty.
it would just stop some of the pain. Teleported my aggressors over here. Would love to have moved them a lot further, but just basically just blocked physically. Hellblasters come down over here. I think Jamie's about to eradicate most of them though before they even do anything. And these guys are shuffled over just to hold that point, which they are. They weren't meant to be within 3.
Well, I can cut into what I'm going to be doing, which is effectively all specs, which is shoot when an enemy unit appears from reinforcement. Yeah. 10 of them can see into these guys. We have got, that cost me 2 CP. Basically, I can knock it down to 1 CP because of my Holy Order. Gives me an addition, a free CP every time I use a war gear stratagem, which this is. So only going to cost me 1. Then I'm going to do 1 for Wrath of Mars because it's acts as if it's a shooting phase. I'm going to do another one, which is enriched rounds, auto wounds on 4s. So there's a lot of dice. We're re-rolling 1s here because of the Dominus. We gave these guys the Galvanic, so they've got the extra 6-inch range and they've got the additional AP. So let's see what they can do. Re-roll those 1s. And we can re-roll 2 of them for our Mars ability and for the Canticle that's active. Grand. That's a hell of a roll. Thank you, David.
You're more than welcome.
Okay. So also wounded on 4s. Oh shit, that was... Dave, pause that, because the hits... I was being a silly goose. It's actually hit rolls of 4 are auto wounds. So there was no point in using the Wrath of Mars because that was my conversion, either way. So these ones are just going to wound on 5s. We don't get any, but we can reroll 1 because of my Canticle. No. So just those, Miguel, at -1.
-1, so we're looking for 4s.
Yeah.
How much damage?
Just 1 damage each.
Not that it really matters when you're doing this many shots. I'm just going to pick up all the fails for now.
Yeah.
Which there are plenty. We have a 6-up Feel No Pain from the Apothecary.
I'll take that.
When you're losing this bad, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead.
Well, that was 2 CP.
And it's my turn. It's my go.
Let me have my fun.
5 dead.
Yep.
We'll take the Thunderhammer for now. Or do we want to go for a big charge?
Hail Mary,
I think
baby.
we kind of got to go for a Hail Mary charge, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. I'm not mad at that.
You should feel bad. You should feel terrible.
We tried to bring in some of the gamiest tactics in the business on this channel, guys. I'm going to sit back down now because my legs are hurt. I'm an old man.
Shooting, I'm going to shoot the Plasma Squad.
Yeah.
What plasma squad?
What a Plasma Squad.
3 men plasmas are not a squad.
Does the hammer have a plasma?
No. 6 of them, what did you say, -1 to hit at all times?
Yes.
So hitting on 4s.
Yep.
We may as well blow ourselves up because, you know, YOLO.
Any rerolls there?
No.
I love it.
Overcharge.
Just 1 blown up.
Just 1 blown up. 3 hits.
Freeze to wound. Where's the lieutenant?
He's over there. I might as well CP one actually. I'll CP that. Yep, cool.
Heck yeah.
So I don't think we've got any more rerolls this turn. Wounding, strength 8.
T6.
Okay, 2 wounds.
2 go through. I think it's going to be my 6-up in 1.
Yeah.
Nope. 4 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. 1 down to 2.
1 unit of bolters. Yeah, all from 12 inches, so
Yeah.
10 shots. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. We will go +1 damage.
Hell yeah.
Hitting on 4s, did you say?
Yep. Not bad.
Wounding on 5s. Just the 1.
At minus.
-1. Sorry, we did say we're in Tactical Doctrine and we are shooting troops for our figure.
Lovely.
Yeah, so -1.
Cool. -1. So 3 up goes to a 4 up. Fine.
Okay, he lives.
He lives to fight another day.
Nice. Next unit of shooting. Flamethrowers at the big squad.
Whoa, this is what we wait for, guys. Oh, it's blast.
I don't think they have blast. Do they have blast?
Let's go see the game turn on its head, everyone. Blast, baby.
They have
Blast me away.
Weighing with bated breath.
Love to play that blast.
no blast.
Damn it.
So what's that? 10d6. 4,
Can you have the salamander strat that lets
9, 10. Max shot.
Max shot.
Oh. I need it.
It's not.
6, 12, 13,
okay.
14, 15. 20, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Nice.
So there's 10, 15,
25.
30, and 1. Strength 4.
T is only 3, so wounded on 3s, yo!
Wounded on 3s. Rerolling wounds against troops.
Yeah.
I left it once, so I'll leave that one.
Consistency is key, kids.
If you're going to cheat, cheat right.
Holy mother of...
3, 6.
Oh, be quiet, Jamie.
9, 10,
Hey, man, that's
12,
good.
15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 wounds.
27 wounds.
Did I roll that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
30 wounds. There's the one that I failed in my hand.
Love it.
30 out of 31.
30 out of 31. Minus what?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So, it's like pinging about all over the place. 5 to save.
Which is what you need 10 saves.
I need 10
don't you?
saves, yeah.
I've
Oh my
got
God.
4.
Uh,
What have you got?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that one dude left?
You've got 7 and 4 is 11. Yeah,
11.
so
Was it 5 to save?
Oh, yeah, there's
Oh,
another one.
five,
Sorry.
yeah.
So 2 alive?
2 alive.
Nice. Take that.
2 alive. Ready and kicking. That must feel good to see that.
That does
Yeah.
feel good.
I'm very happy right now.
Oh, 15 more shots on the other guns.
Yep.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hitting on 3s. Do you have a captain? Wounding on 3s. Got a lieutenant as well. Okay, full house. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Minus 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, they're dead. Blink, blink. Oh, the rangers are gone. Lovely.
Okay.
Good stuff, my man.
Yeah.
Bolt was over here.
Bolt was over there. Yeah, we'll put. Yeah, 5 shots into that chicken.
Yep.
Plus 1 damage.
Minus, oh no, minus 1 10. There goes. There goes.
Hit normal?
Yep.
Hit normal. 5 to wound. Just the one.
Cool.
Minus 1.
4, baby. No.
2 damage.
2 damage. 4 left. Cool. Love it.
Stormbolt on the drop pod.
Yeah,
I
cool.
assume it hits on 5, so it's usually something stupid like that. And we got nothing.
Yeah, cool.
I think that's it for all my shooting. They are so good in combat, aren't they?
They're a bit tasty.
But it's all the same. So I will start here.
Yep.
We'll charge these guys.
Yep. Yep, love it.
Going 5.
Don't make that. No worries.
Should be good. Yeah.
Easy. Easy as pie.
They're tasty in combat, aren't they?
They are. They're hit on. They all hit on 4s, but they are flat 3 damage.
They'll just chew me up.
Yeah, they will. Interesting, though. It's all an experiment, guys. Cool.
I think that's worth giving up my oath points for. We'll see.
Yeah, they can do a lot, and there's a lot of guys popping around this corner now. How many in this unit?
10.
See, I've got blast against that as well. Cool.
Okay.
Love it.
These guys will charge them.
Come on!
What is it with me and
Rolling the 6s when you need them.
8?
Damn it, they need the 9, do they?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
deep strike.
deep strike.
Command point reroll.
Yeah.
There it is.
11!
These guys will charge as well.
Just stay out 3 inches, these guys.
They can heroically intervene, can they?
No, they can make you fight last.
Okay, cool. They need a 9 as well.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, it's getting interesting, guys. It's getting interesting.
Cool, they advance just to get into position, so they can't charge.
Love it.
There's nothing left over here. That's that.
Let's have some combat, my man.
Mm-hmm. I will fight with the...
And peel those 2 wounds before we use that big 4 wound down.
There's a hammer in both.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So both
Okay.
got
Well, I
a,
guess.
but I think I'll go for the plasma, so you don't attack back and hit the plasma, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's like less to go into them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
So I think I'll start with them.
Yeah, cool. Excuse me.
You've got a guy on 2 wounds, so I'll start with the chainswords.
Yep.
So it's 2 attack base, 1 for the charge, 1 for chainswords, 4 each, plus 1 for the sarge, 5. So 5 for the sarge,
Nice.
4 and 4.
Oh, this is where things get a bit naughty, I think, guys. So -1 to hit.
So 4s.
Looks good.
And then 5s to wound. Okay, 2 wounds. That was a knock. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. AP1.
Yeah,
Makes 1, fails 1. How much damage?
just the 1.
Cool. And then the hammer.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s.
-1 again. Oh, and then more minuses. Love that.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
3 1s.
3 1s.
It's a horror show.
And 2 4s. I don't think I put my command point down for the reroll I did
Yeah,
earlier.
the charge.
And I think... Do you have an invuln?
Yes, 6 up in bundle.
6 up invuln.
Yeah.
No, I'll hold off. To wound.
Next level, yeah.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
6s! Nope. So 1 died and 1 on 2.
Yeah.
Plink. Does he blow? Nope. And 1 down to 2.
Cool. So we're going to pile in and they're going to fight. Go for chainswords. 5. Actually, is there a... Oh,
God damn. The neighbour's back. Where my crown at?
so you're... Cool. Okay, so there's no sergeant in that squad. Because the combat squad of them, and obviously they're
So no hammer
bold-headed.
in that one?
So the hammer is the is a different dude.
Cool.
He's the model and he's in that squad. Yeah.
Love it.
But the sergeant is the guy with no helmet on, but he's in that squad.
Gotcha.
So we got 4.
16 is it, base?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
4. 4. Hitting on 4s, was it? -1 to hit these guys?
Indeed. That's now in combat as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, they used to just be shooting, didn't they?
They did.
They're like smoke screen. 5s to wound. Okay, 3.
Nice.
-1.
3 -1. Makes 2. There's 1. So 1 on 1.
Damage. Damn it, it's no efficiency today.
That's annoying, that one.
5 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
3s, yeah. Drops 2.
I'll reroll that with a command point.
Nice.
So 4 go through. Wounding on 3s.
Oh,
2 go through.
okay.
Oh, he gets a
1
6.
fails 1. Kills that dude on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Nice. Does he blow? No. Take the wound, pick the dude. 2 chickens. Can't complain too badly. But they will be fighting back.
Consolidate. So
Yeah.
it's the nearest enemy model, which is now this guy.
Yep.
Got to do this very carefully. which gets our unit wholly within 6 of the centre.
Love it. Pile in our fight back.
Yeah.
Go to these guys.
Yeah.
Knock me down a CP David. And explode on
Would you mind?
Yeah.
Me
fives
go?
and sixes. So we are -1 weapon skill because of the combat doctrina. So hitting on 4s, but re-rolling 1s because we were in range of the Dominatus. Yep, cool. Yeah. But looking for 5s and 6s. Oh, it's not bad. We can re-roll 2 of those with Mars. Oh my lord!
Oh, you.
Each one is 2. 2 additional, shall I say?
So you're hitting on 5s and 6s, was that?
And 5s and 6s explode now because of the.
So you're hitting on 4s.
So I'm hitting on 4s.
Right. And they get 2 additional.
2 additional, baby.
What's this? Damage 2?
Damage 2. Yeah. You couldn't have asked for a better roll, people. Got one of them bad boys.
Oh yeah.
6 and then the 4s. Yeah, cool. And it is strength 8. So wounded on 2s. Reroll 1 for my Doctrina. Cool. Take out the 1s. So those at -2.
Those at -2. Five up saves.
Dead.
That's 2 damage each?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You're not on the middle now, baby.
I tried, people.
You did try. You did a good effort. Killing 2 chickens ain't bad at all. Oh god. Fight back up. You haven't fought here yet, have you?
No, I haven't fought there yet.
So we've done a bit things a bit out of sequence then.
It's okay. Spectrus kill team. 3.
Just boogie in, mate. I'm really hot.
Yeah, you
3
are.
attacks each. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 4 for the Sarge.
It's a bit barren over here now.
16.
This is his turn. His turn!
Bully.
That's still like a blob,
What
but...
it is? Oh, don't. Hitting on
3s?
freeze.
Yeah, normal. Oh, dude, you're rolling.
Wounded on
wounded on
5s. Re-rolling nothing. 2, no AP.
2 in AP, they're now 3 ups. Takes a win. I'm down to 2. Cool. They'll fight back. Christ knows what they do. These guys are just the crappy versions, I think. So, but they do 3 attacks each. What's your min there?
How many dice do you need?
3, 6, 9, 12.
I've got 6 here.
Cool. I'll get another 6. That's my man. Okay.
Hitting on 4s, was it?
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 2. I can reroll 2 dice because of Mars and the Canticle. Cool. Oh, that's a hell of a roll. Strength is 5. Strength is 5. They don't have any fancy weapons though. So 3s to wound. Reroll 1 of them. Cool. Those, no AP.
How many is that?
2, 4, 6.
6, no AP. 3 ups. Lose a die.
We can drag a guy to hell with us. Cool.
Oh, he's got no armor on.
Nice. Okay.
How do you feel, Michael?
I'm glad my turn's over.
Well, not quite. Morale.
Yes.
They've lost 6.
We lost 5. There's only 9.
Is it 9? That's good. Cool.
We lost 5. Let's check our leadership.
We gotta be. Well, the veterans on there.
Yeah.
9 then, baby.
Maybe higher for the Black Shield. No, so Sergeant is 9. We lost. What did we lose?
You haven't lost a sergeant, have you?
No, I'm thinking how many models did we lose? We lost 5. So on a 4 or less would be okay.
Yep.
But you can't re-roll it. Or another 2 CP to auto pass. But they're so dead anyway. What difference does it make? Yeah. Of course.
So 1 runs, and 1s and 2s.
2 run.
2 run.
Or does the Space Marine thing kick in? They only ever run on 1s?
They only ever run on 1s, I think.
So 1 more.
Nice. Ain't too shabby. That went too shabby.
For you.
Oh, I was talking about me. Okay.
Shall we take 5, top up the scores, and then come
A little
back?
breather.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay. Cool. So movement phase. The only thing, these guys fell back from combat. These guys have scooted around, so they have shots either downwind at the aggressors, or there is just 5 men holding a point in the backfield, which would be an interesting potential target. We have. I think the aggressors are the really only thing to worry about now. Priest got out. I'm ready to charge and hopefully get their Invon save up. Everything kind of skirted around these 3 random guys, hoping to pick them up with the Transonic. Holding this point, we still have the Dominus and the Manipulus, but the Dominus is still in range of the robots, which are still core because of the Datasmith. Everything's just sort of shuffled around, but we have some dice ready. Let's do some shoosting.
Yeah!
So, first of all, we have the Dune Rider going into these 4 dudes. 16 attacks, hitting on 3s. 1 reroll because of Mars. Kill. And then 4's to wound. Cool. 2, 4, 6, 7 Miguel at 9 IP.
7 free ups.
7.
Just 2.
Nice.
Failed, so now we're dead.
Cool. You love to see it. Next up we have the Manipulus going the Transonic Cannon, which is the so-called, it's a flamer, but it's basically just sound going at him. D6 shots also hitting for a big 4. Believe we're wounding on 3s. Check that in a second. 3 go through at -1, 2 damage each.
-1, so 4s. Makes 1, fails 2.
Cool, 2 dies dead.
Yep.
And let me just get the profile for the heavy armor. What was the toughness on the drop pod, Miguel?
I think it was 6.
Cool.
Tough 6 and 8 wounds, I believe.
Yeah, so we're going to go with the Cataphrone Breaches next. I'll bring it over here because it's just more fun. So we're going to go heavy arc rifles, 2 shots each.
Yeah, tough 6, 8 wounds.
Hitting on 4s. Cool. 1 for Mars. Nope, there. 4 hits. Oh, let me push down. Strength is 4.
Sorry, what was this? Sorry, this was
The heavy arc.
All right, going into this guy.
Yeah, going into those guys. Every time it hits a vehicle, though, it successfully wounds on 3s with a cool. So, no, sorry, 3s, 4s. So 1 misses, or 1 doesn't wound. 3 go through. So this is -2.
-2, 5 ups. Makes 1.
2 go through. When going against a vehicle, damage characteristic of 3. So 6 wounds.
6 wounds, 2 left.
Nice. Cool, Leo. And now I do need to think more, Dave. That was quite quick.
No worries.
Right, we've had a little think. We're going to come here. We're going to do the Manipulus, the Dominus, Eradication Ray focused within 12 inches into this dude. D3 shots, 1 shot. Strength hitting on 2s. Strength is 6. We're winning on 3s. Okay. Does that do anything particularly special? No. -3
On this dude?
Yep.
6 up? No.
2 damage.
Splat.
Black dude. We're then doing the Vanguard action. 12 of them are going downfield into these guys. And then we've got 8 of them going into the drop pod. We're going to do Wrath of Mars. And we're going to do 4s are wounds on the hits. So let's do...
As well as Map of Mars, and you did that last time. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's so annoying you can't fucking step that. I want the Wrath of Mars on the drop pod is the thing.
Surely just wounding it on 4s is good. That's a vehicle, you can't
It's a vehicle,
wound it on
yeah.
4s.
Yeah.
So then you could do Wrath of Mars on that half. So whatever you shoot it.
Yeah, you're right, I win.
I get all the toys!
Okay, so to explain that, Miguel was right. So the force to hit auto wound only works against non-vehicle units. The drop pod is a vehicle, so we're going to benefit, baby. So we do this twice. This is 12. I've got 24 shots going into him. Hitting on... We did advance, so hitting on 4s.
Roll it. Yeah, we need 2 6s, it's dead.
2 6s will be nice. And we get none.
Strength for the gun.
Strength for the gun is 3.
So no
we need
wounds.
6s. Yep, so we do it all again.
Will the mighty drop pod live?
He may well.
Oh, the problems he's going to cause you next turn.
Shenanigans. Come on, 6s, baby. No fucking 6s. Okay, it was a waste of time. And no wounds. Wow. That was pony. Okay, cool. Into these guys.
That blue Peter moment. This one I prepared earlier.
Cool.
Oh.
Hitting on Fioras. Oh, fuck me. We're not hitting on 4s. We're hitting on 3s because we ignore it. Okay, never mind. Hit on 3s. No, rerolls. And 4s are auto wounds.
The most bonkers strat in the game right now.
Hitting on 4s, wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
So pick out the 3s because we could still get a couple of Wrath of Marses here. So those are wounds at -1.
One more 3 there,
Oh,
yep.
cheers, bro. Those are wounds at -1.
Yep.
We have a Wrath of Mars for 1 CP. And they go through. So all those saves at -1 and 1 more wound.
And that's on your nice little 5-man unit there.
5 men at the back.
So 4s. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Cool. How very frustrating. Bloody drop pod. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's cut to something that I think is going to be more fun. Last Sheik is going into the aggressors.
Cool. 2 CP transhuman.
Looks nice. Cool, love it. So we are hitting on 3 rolling ones because of Marshall. Handy. And we roll 1 because of Mars. Forgot about that over there. Cool. Wounding on 4s because of transhuman. Reroll 1s. 4 go through. -3.
4, 5 involved from the captain.
Yeah. 3 dead. 4 dead.
4 dead.
Cool. Are you not entertained? You have an aggressive gun.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet flipping Jesus.
Didn't want you to be able to fight me through the wall.
Yeah, no, makes sense. I'm going for that 4 pin bomb, baby. It's cool. Right, so next up we've got the neutron laser.
Yep.
Well, we'll do the robots first. We're going to put one of them into the apothecary that you can see. Oh no, you can't because of
Can't shoot
the
him yet.
bloody. Okay. Okay. Neutron laser going into here.
And drop pod.
And drop pod, and the
Yep.
stubbers are going in to the aggressors.
Yep.
D3 shots. Big 2 shots. And on 3s. Reroll 1 of those for Mars. 2 go through. Wounding on strength 12 now. Wounding on 2s. 2 go through at -1 million. Does
How
he
much
blow?
damage? Go on, I want to see the damage. Just for laughs.
So 6, and then 4. 10 damage.
With a one-shot him.
Would have one-shot him. You love to see it. Does he blow up?
No, not
No, cool. Then the robots are all that's left going into the apothecary.
Yeah.
Let me just figure out how many shots they get. It's quite a few.
So,
Tell me the number.
Michael, how do you think the game's going?
Oh, it's going really, really well.
There you go. 2 lots of
Yeah.
I think you've got a strong chance of winning this game.
Oh yeah, yeah. This next turn is going to be.
This is
our
it.
turn.
This counter punch is going to be brutal.
Yeah, like Warhammer 9th edition it can't handle bolters, man. Bolters, they're going to they're going to turn up.
Okay. So this is just the Castellan phosphors now. So these are hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of the Dorminatus, and they are cool because of the Datasmith. That's not bad. I feel like you never need to change their protocols. And now strength is 6, so wounded on 3s. That's not great. Oh dear, really not great. 3 go through -1, 2 damage each.
On to my apothecary.
On the apothecary. Yep.
3 go through. What was the AP?
-1.
So 2 go through.
Cool, 2 damage each.
2 damage each. Because he's not Primaris, so he might be dead.
Oh god, he's not, is he?
He'll have his own feel no pain.
Yeah.
So he's probably dead.
We've got more shots going in, don't worry.
4 wounds, he's dead.
Cool. Cool. What else? That's everything that's shot. Charges. We'll charge in here with the breaches. Blink. We will charge in with the priests over there. Oh, you'd love to see a 9-inch charge. Oh god, they're just going to sort of... They're going to do some... Well, actually, that's not true. They're going to go this way. Because we can do other things. Some other cool... Might as well throw a shot at some strats. We want to try and get both of the chickens into base contact if we can. We'll charge the chickens. Chicken there and chicken there. 1 TP Dave for me, please. Or Miguel. The chickens do some crazy ass charge where if they make it into contact base to base, they can do mortal wounds on a 2-up. 2 mortal wounds, my man. Cool. Nice. And the priests do their charge mortal wounds thing. Yeah, cool. So they'll do... I guess that guy's now gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. On 6s. No, nothing there. Cool. Attacks. We're going to attack the... Yeah, the priest absolutely hammer these guys. So we'll attack the priest first. They won't be able to get cover or anything, so we'll just go with that. Cool. Where are we? Where's that cheeky little priest gone?
Oh, we forgot to go through the scores at the start of the turn.
Oh yeah, it was 13-0 at the start of the turn. And that's because we both had painting armies.
Yeah, it was. Cool. How many CP have I got?
5. Got more than me.
It's mad, isn't it? Hold that thought, because I might be able to do something else. Do Admech have like all the rules?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you guys loving it as much as I am?
It's the best.
Well, the mood in the room. The mood in the room is very different to last time.
It's almost as good as when I played with Drakari.
It feels bad. I mean, I'm loving it, but yeah.
You should be loving it.
I am loving it.
Revenge is going to be sweet.
Yeah, when
good.
you got the bloody Thousand Suns warping my mind off the table. Oh my god, I'm dripping with sweat. I don't care anymore. Fuck it, I'm not doing anything else. Right. The priests!
That's it, guys. He's panicking.
I am worried. The priests hitting on 3s, no rerolls. There's a 1 in there.
There's a 2 in there as well.
Oh yeah, bloody hell. Dice are visible to me. Wounding on 3s, 6s are the mortal wounds in a dish in place of, shall I say. We don't get any of those. The 6s have abandoned me! But each of those at -2. 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
Yeah, that changed from D3.
5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead.
Nice.
Just.
Cool. That's 1 CP to do the chicken kill. Netted me my priest thingy there.
Invuln.
Netted me my priest invuln. Sweet. Over here. I don't know how many attacks the bloody thing does, so we'll just do that.
I'm going to go for the crazy powerful punchy claws.
Yeah, I thought we'd sort of leave people on bated breath for the punchy claws.
Please, no.
Yeah, okay, so the
breaches.
breaches... The breaches hydraulic claws, they have 3 attacks each, so 3, 6, 9. Hitting on 4s, no rerolls.
Maybe your Mars thing.
Oh, the Mars one. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, my man. You know my rule's better than me, Miguel. Right, 5 go through. The efficiency of rerolls like that are just ridiculous. Strength of this.
That's why they took it away from Space Marines.
Strength 10, so 2s. Each one of these is -2, 3 damage each.
I wasn't joking at the start when I said they literally just took our rules away.
And I got all of them. Yep. So 2 or 5 at -2. Oh, my back, my legs, the heat.
5 and -2.
Yeah, man.
So 5 ups makes 4.
Nice. Just one dude dead. Cool. Okay, I guess I'll have to find a boat. Where is the flipping boat? 3 attacks. Yeah. 3 attacks, weapon still 6. No, okay, cool. End of my turn.
Nice. I will pile in.
Yeah.
Tag both units. Cool. I think you expect him to be dead.
Oh, I was. Oh, my legs.
4 and 3 because we were charged.
Wait, which one, sorry?
Hit, going into this, do this wounded.
Nice.
Hitting on freeze. No problems there.
Cool.
Yeah. And 5 to wound. Just the one. Oh, you're not a troop, are you?
No, I'm a biker now. Well, I'm a troop choice,
I
yeah.
said troop's choice.
Yeah.
So reroll those. 3 wounds.
Minus.
Nothing.
Oh, we have a dead dude.
And after he fights, he will consolidate.
Yeah.
And then close it to that guy and still tag down.
How do you think he's out there?
Should we move an inch? I'll go back there.
Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
Yeah. Go team.
Oh, God, it's hot.
It is. Cool. Let's pause there and we'll do come back with the movement phase for the big come over army and playing Deathwatch.
Deathwatch, baby.
I concede. Like last term, but this time I really mean it.
Yeah, so I've got left 4 aggressors, 2 heavy intercessors, a captain, a lieutenant, and 5 troops. I think in a good turn, I flamethrower these guys and I punch those 2 to death. And then that's me done. And then after that, Jamie just wipes me next round. And I scored 0 on the primary. I've got 0 objectives and just been completely out.
I'll fight first here, so these guys, if it wasn't for a worldy save from Miguel, they'd probably be dead already. Which is not bad for him because it's wrapped them up. It means the players from Calverins won't be shooting. But I mean, if he decides to come this way to go for the robot chickens, which essentially kill 6 dudes at a time, he leaves everything over there. If he goes that way, the robot chickens cut through. Cut about, get through the middle.
What did I kill?
Points wise?
Yeah.
170, 75, 75. No, they're not. They're 80 maybe? So we'll call it 200, 300, 400 points. Generously, 400 points. By the time they're dead, that'll be another 140, another 80. Let's say you get, at the end of this turn, if you kill everything you think you will, 700 points.
Maybe I'm just I thought I was alright at writing lists, but
Dude, you are, to be honest.
that was just
I think I don't know if this army is just a complete kind of counter to you. We've always said every time we play, when we play the Drukhari and we play these guys, it's about engaging on your terms. And I just don't think again these guys did. The Admech, I feel like they swung completely the other way. So obviously they're a castle army in 8th. It seems like GW have gone, we'll keep that potency of shooting, but we'll give you as much movement as you want. And the movement in this game is key. It's the most important thing, isn't it?
You're just literally just able to just stroll out into the middle of the board with impunity and just go, if you kill 1 or 2 units, I've got 7 more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Redundancy is always a glorious thing to have in a list as well. I've got so many threats. The saturation is insane. It's the same thing that Drukhari have. You kill one raider, there's another raider full of troops. You kill that raider, there's a venom full of incubi. You kill that venom, there's an Archon that makes you fight last, and suddenly the witches are now in your face. It's very much the same here, but I don't even have to engage. I don't even give you a chance to engage with that element of you could fight back. People still think Drukhari are the most dominant thing in the meta, and I mean we don't play tournaments all that often, although we are in September. Watch the tournament prep when it comes online, guys.
Oh God!
But maybe the counter is on the way in the form of those gnarly green dudes you got behind you, although yours are blue.
Ah, my orcs.
Yeah.
Just a wave of toughness 5 bodies. That will be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter when you wound them on forced to hit.
That's got to change, isn't it? That's got to go because they're basically their inbuilt ability is the same thing as the incursors. The 6 is to hit a wound.
Yeah.
So for 1 CP to triple that efficiency or quadruple it, whatever it goes to. The going to 4s, I think that'll probably get down to 5s maybe.
And you can do what, 60 shots with that unit?
60 shots with that unit, 3 shots each. You extend the range by 6 inches, so suddenly they basically range is 24 inch. Wounded on 3s, they get the AP 1 from the Manipulus. Wrathful Mars for 6 mortal wounds in addition. That's before you consider things like the fact that they have a Warlord trait, they have a Relic, they have an Omnispec, so they ignore cover. They have a data tether, so they can receive Warlords. They can receive commands from across the battlefield. Their core, like that unit is obscene, and I actually think the Rangers are as competitive as they are. Obviously, you just wipe the Rangers. I kind of threw them down your throat first turn to get the wounds I needed on the Leviathan, get the wounds I needed on the snipers, because you had the right stratagem. I think at the beginning was to gimp me in the form of knocking off the Marshal. I think that would have been an absolute hell of a play because suddenly their efficiency drops out. But it actually goes to show, only thing on this side of the table is those last chickens. They've held that themselves because of their movement. They keep coming back. They never give you a chance to like slingshot yourself with charges.
Yeah, they don't need to come close. They don't need to worry about moving and shooting. There's no penalties for them.
1 CP advance and shoot them with no penalty. And then on top of all of that, you stack combat doctrines. Doctrina imperative, shall I say, canticles and the holy orders.
It's just those layers of rules I just can't get close to with Space Marines.
No.
They've taken away all of our interactions.
I would say the Deathwatch are probably the most layered of all the Space Marines I can think of.
Yeah, and there's just...
You have the option of making kill teams, which is a new thing that I don't think any other Marines can do. You have the Warlord traits, you have the relics, but you don't have... You have the kind of character upgrades in the form of the apothecary and the chaplain, the chapter master and things like that. But those buffs do not feel in sort of the same realm as like ignore AP 1 and 2, plus get a stratagem for free, plus you can change that protocol to whatever... I can't remember what that one is, but...
Like once my model's on the board today, things that I could do with my units was the relic to teleport. You know what I mean? Like genuinely, like I'm trying to, because I mean he's got an aura, fine. He's got an aura, fine. We all one hit. I mean, these 200 points have the same aura as your how many points, Qatari Marshal?
35, 45?
45.
45.
And he does the same thing. We were hit with 1. We all wounds with 1.
Yeah.
That's
cost you a relic, but I mean, sort of aura take
200 points then. Yeah. And it's just like once they're on the board, that's it. They don't like do anything extra. Yes, I could make them a chapter master, and I could give somebody reroll to hits. But that's like 40 points.
I think you pay the premium in compared to the Marshal because they're meant to do other things, but they don't. No. They're meant to be combatty and pick a model, but they don't pick a model. They don't really do it in combat unless you stack them in another way that then takes him away from the fact you want him as a buffing point. I mean, 45 points for someone who sits there and does nothing but buff. You know what you're getting there. To expect you to buff everything but also be over there because we need you to shore up that flank with your combat ability, it doesn't really work out like that.
And like you were like, okay, this guy over here is going to give these guys +1 to hit. He's going to buff them. He's going to change their canticles. He's going to give these guys -1.
Combat phase is Admech is a bastard.
And it's just like these. I have nothing that even compares, even gets close to.
What do you do in combat in the command phase? What is your command phase? Because I pick Doctrina, I pick Canticle, I pick the Warlord traits and buffs, which for me are like all done in the command phase. But there's I can have more of them because I can put them on units as well as the characters. I pick my holy orders. They all happen in the command phase, and getting your command phase right is like kind of the key to Admech. It feels like at the moment, and I'm probably making mistakes. And if I am, let me know. but I'm trying to follow the letter of the rules as best I can. But another thing is like being able to signal someone with a data tether
Across the board.
across the board. You know, you do this. You know, it's really, really strong. I think if you directly compare Space Marines and Admech, and you look at the stacking buffs you have. So if I directly compare your chapter trait compared to Mars, well, Mars lets me kind of interact with a whole other set of buffs, as well as give me the rerolls. What does yours do?
Reroll once to wound against troops.
Cool, so mine's better. And then you have Bolt of Discipline,
Yeah,
which gives you,
still,
in a single turn, you can potentially, a couple of units can benefit from additional AP. I have Combat Doctrine, which gives me +1 Blizz skill, +1 Weapon skill, +1 save, +3 each movement. You then have Special Issue Ammo, which, okay, that's actually quite cool.
But you can't take on any of the guns.
But you can't take any of the
Apart
guns.
from a 0 AP bolter.
I get Canticles, gives me Shroud's Armor, gives me reroll 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 damage, gives me -1 to hit in combat, gives me +1 strength in combat. I can change those when I want. We've got with CP obviously, but and then that's before we get into like the buffs that you get from your character bonuses, i.e. the Master Chaplain, the Chapter Master, the Mega Chaplain, blah 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 blah. Just do not compare to the Logi, to the Holy Orders. So ignore AP -1 and 2. I wouldn't be shocked if you started seeing Space Marines ones change, so you got a free stratagem. Seems
you
obvious.
get a free stratagem. What's that?
So for every Holy Order, it interacts with a different stratagem type. So you know you've got Wargear stratagems, Battle Tactic stratagem, what they're called, the Heroic Moment stratagems, or they are. It can knock a CP off the cost. So you get suddenly your extra CP, you'll get an extra CP out of the benefit of that. And the Holy Orders are so cheap. Logi is like 30 points. The Artisans, which I don't think came up today, but if I'm within 3 inches of a unit, I can fall back and shoot. That's clutch for Admech. So yeah, I think they're in such a good place. But I don't want to see nerfs. I want to see buffs elsewhere because they're fun to play.
Yes,
but
they look really fun to play.
They're not fun. Probably not fun for you to play against. But you know, there are clear things that are crazy good. Like the 4 to hit wound is insane, especially when you can pile onto that -1, which I don't have innately. But like I say, man, things are too quick to be nerfed when I want to see other things buffed. I can't remember the last time things got buffed. It just tends to be, oh well, you know, suddenly you can take half the army that you could before. Whereas Space Marines need a points decrease. They don't, you know.
I really did not think that the Intercessor would fall from grace so quickly.
Which he has done horrifically.
You know what I mean? Like these are the best Intercessors you can ever take. 20 points with the bolter and a chainsword.
Yeah. Do you remember when we thought 2 wounds was like the wild?
Yeah.
That was like, holy shit, Intercessors are going to rule the day. And they did until other codexes came out. And, you know, we're probably just rehashing the same thing everyone says, which is combat codex creep. But it's a real thing. So much so that I don't know where my MVP stands in this game.
I mean, these 2, I only had 5 guys in the squad, but they killed 11 Space Marines.
Yeah. And, you know, did I lose? I think I lost 1 to the first lot of fighting. I could have interrupted 2 CP and kept my 3rd.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Just didn't need to.
Didn't need to.
I'm sure there are things I could do better and I can change up.
Do you think it's a different game if you go first turn? Like, what do you move the Leviathan and suddenly you pick up, say, all 4 of my... Because you're shooting down this alleyway now, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're shooting straight down the middle.
Probably just...
The chickens are hidden.
Yeah, so I won't be worried about the chickens.
So you're picking up the 4 dudes.
Yeah.
I actually fear more that if you go first, you're actually even more in my face for me to shoot you with. Because my first turn I shot... there was redundancy of shooting.
How do I do if I go first? I still kill one of your 2 infantry squads.
Yeah, definitely.
And I plasma something, but you could also do your specs.
So you going first means that I haven't had my confirm phase, so I can't do the AP1 onto the all specs, but I can do this still. Depending on which one you go for, I could do, just actually insane. If you came over here You're within 12 inches, which means that I could then 2 CP to Auspex, knocking it down to 1 because of my Holy Order, and then another 2 CP to turn them into rapid fire. Suddenly I'm doing 80 shots.
80 shots.
So that would be with them.
And
Over
Rathamars, 6 more.
And Rathamars, 6
2
more.
guys dead.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't bother with Rathamars at that point.
Well, if you shoot at the intercessor, you would 30 wound intercessors.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, the aggressors. Yeah. So, what do you think?
I remember when we used to have
This is what I think.
a mortal wound stratagem that did 6 mortal wounds, and then they
Was that the Flamer one?
Yeah, nerfed it down to 3.
Pretty sure Ragnar Blackmane used to have a Force did.
Don't come in here with Ragnar. He's the most
mortal wounds
broken
in there.
character in
Yeah,
all
and
of
then
Warhammer.
that's gone. But I mean, you're right. He had 10 attacks that he
was
could
so
maybe
good.
have done that on
So
for
the-
like 3 CP for everything to go off.
The sisters are interesting. So they've got a stratagem now that lets them get 6 mortal wounds of shooting with Stormbolters, and they've got the 3 mortal wounds Flamer thing. So they've got 2 mortal wound strats. So if you can aim at the right target, you suddenly peel a pretty much certain 9 mortal wounds or something.
Isn't there like the 6s one like to hit, or they do 2 mortal wounds? The 6s do 2 mortals.
It transfers the damage, and they are 2 damage Stormbolters now. Sisters.
What?
Yeah. Sister Stormbolters are now what are they called? Inquisitional Stormbolters, so they're 2 damage. All the Sisters Flamers are now Inquisitional Flamers, whatever the term they use. +1 strength on all those guns.
Yes, this is Jamie's new army, by the way.
Well, I mean, you know, some call it meta chasing. I call it fun, guys, for me. Yeah, I'm not collecting Orcs yet, but I think they'll be good.
Right.
But yeah, the sisters are interesting. Really
So,
interesting.
MVP.
You can pick one of my units.
MVP. See, that's the thing, Jamie. You don't even had one. Nothing was that impressive. Just consistency across the board.
Yeah.
Yep, I would agree.
Did I have my best ever game of rolling dice as well?
The chickens, when they went hot and just did something. 11 Primaris Marines they killed.
Yeah, which would. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cool. So, seeing as you've pretty much done the after game report here as well, anyway.
Yeah, we can. I'm happy to keep chatting for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my MVP then. So I will pick something, and I will pick the Vanguard squad. No, because all the Vanguard squad killed was the 3 snipers and the guys in the back. The Auspex was really nice.
Yeah. Half of them.
But the chickens killed the. I mean, we're only on turn 2. It's really hard to pick an MVP on turn 2.
That is true.
You said that this basic squad of how many point infantry?
They're 170 points.
170. Don't talk about it like that. It's a lot of points.
No, I know it's not. That's why I said it like that.
170 points is turn 2. They've only killed 3 units, and you're going, "Oh, I'm disappointed. I expected more from my chap. 3 units? Is that all? By turn 2."
Oh god! What's really putting it back for me is I'm not finishing off that drop pod. It's really killed me
I
inside.
didn't get the 4th vehicle.
But I'm so glad you pointed out the fact that when they shoot at vehicles and split fire, they all benefit from Rathamars and the 4s to hit wound. They're so flipping strong. It was lovely seeing the neutron laser back on the table.
Yeah,
he's always fun. He's always fun. Yeah, I'll give it to the chickens because just how particularly gross that was. Both sets of chickens. These guys just pay for themselves every time. I think the most competitive list you'll see 2 units of 4, 1 unit of 4, 1 unit of 3 maybe. I don't think you probably don't need that many more lascans than that. But I mean, say I've got a unit of 4 on top of that. The aggressive squad is dead just from those guys. They're 75 points each. That is right, I believe. I have to double check that now because. Be talking some nonsense, but
So what were you thinking for the next game then?
For the next game,
While Jamie looks it up.
We're thinking we would get the Necrons out.
75 points each.
We haven't had the Necrons out in a long time.
Yeah, man. We're going to do next game. You two play. Next game, you two play. Necrons versus. What are you bringing, Dave?
Oh, I'm bringing the Necrons.
Oh, you're bringing the Necrons?
I'm going to bring the Necrons, yeah.
Let me interview you two.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, my legs. I'm such pain.
So yeah, Dave's bringing the Necrons.
Bring the Necrons out.
I don't know yet. We've got.
You want to have a fun game?
Yeah.
After today.
Drakari. Take my Drakari.
What are we thinking? Put him on the spot now.
I don't think we'll have to. We won't get any new books by then, will we?
Within the next couple of
You
weeks,
must
so
be
no.
joking if you think I'm bringing a Necron army against a new book. You must be having a laugh.
You want that Thousand Suns out, don't you?
Or Orcs. No, it's Orcs next.
Orcs next, you're right, sorry.
You must be joking.
You've got a healthy Blood Angels collection. You've got a healthy Tau collection.
Do a very healthy Tau collection.
Tyranids. We had Tyranids in ages, have we?
Or some kind of demon force.
Yeah, I've got loads of demons we can bring.
Yeah, we did demons.
Oh man, when's Be'lakor coming? I got this sick ass new Be'lakor painted.
Oh yeah, you've still not got rules for that.
He's not got rules. He's in the next Warzone Caradon,
Really?
which we still haven't got.
So
God, Laura's a lucky girl, isn't she? With that whiny voice.
What armies are going to be in there yet?
Yes, Admech are in it again.
Shock.
No, I'm serious. Supposedly Admech are in it again. We have found out what it is. It is demons but the demons is an interesting one. It's like demon / CSM. So a way of bringing like a united force under Be'lakor, I think. So
Cool.
my Emperor's Children will be seeing the table soon.
Yes.
I do think Admech are in it again, seriously. Because it's all happening on Caradon, which is an Admech Forge world, I think. I want to say Sisters are in it. I want to say there's basically the same codexes we've had recently. I feel like these books are meant to be the next stage buffs that buffs the existing books. But where the flip are Space Marines, Death Guard were in last one, actually, weren't they?
Death Guard were in the last one. They got the Terminus S Assault Force.
Which people like, I think.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Don't take any vehicles, take lots of Terminators.
Yeah.
It's quite fluffy.
Drakari got totally put into the stratosphere with the Cult Strife stuff in it.
Yeah.
Admech were in the last one, but it was all fluffy, except for Metallica stuff, which was really cool. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it won't be there in time for us to do anything with demons, I don't think, or at least not with Be'lakor. So we could do demons if you want to play them. We could. It's up to you, my man.
I'll have a think. I want to play something fast.
White Scars.
You know, I feel like my army's always suffering from being a bit too slow.
Drakari.
something, not Drakari.
You were about to play one of the slowest armies in the game.
Yes. I won't worry too much about that.
I might play like Dark Angels, Ravenwing.
Okay, yeah.
Love it.
Something like that. Sounds a bit quicker.
Well, it'll be Necrons versus something quick, guys, so keep an eye out for that bad boy.
You wanna ride in the Craft World?
Huh?
Craft World?
Oh, I have no idea how to play Eldar.
I really want to play Craft World, but neither do I.
No idea.
You get your pea shooter out and watch it plink off your opponent's armour.
Yeah, straight 3-0 guns.
They are going to be so freaking good when they come out, man. As people have said, I'm sure I said this last time, people think that Admech are the Eldar of the Imperium. So if that's true, dearie me, we're in for some fun.
Let's get reading.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what much more there is to say about this game. It was a fun one for me. I don't think there was certainly a moment, I think, at the end of first term where you looked broken.
It was like I could just see my punch back and just how utterly ineffective it was going to be. That must be just my list is bad, you know. You've got to be able to hit your opponent hard when they just walk out into the middle of the board. If you can't,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
if they stroll out in the middle of the board, you've done something very wrong.
that's true. Do you think we've firmly swung back, or are swinging back to this being another shooty edition? I think it was quite well balanced at the beginning.
It was, wasn't it? I'd say it's neither. I think it's speed.
Yeah, speed and movement is the way, isn't it?
Is winning games. You know, being able to engage on your terms, whether that's shooting or whether that's close combat, is being able to decide what two units are going to fight it out over here and making sure that my hammer is going to hit your whatever it is.
I have something I want to test, which is a Drakari list, but it's strictly only Coven.
What's that? All the beasts?
Homunculus stuff.
All the
All the slow stuff in Raiders. What? So let me finish. So what
riding a dragon.
what I want to see is the Raiders are obviously crazy good. So the Dark Lance is like the best gun in the game. But what I want to see is if you pop those Raiders, which you will do, The problem with the other Drukhari elements in that army are they all shoot well or fight well. The homunculus stuff is just there to stay and hold. I want to see if you pop them, if you can still win even without essentially doing anything after first turn. Just the damage.
Yeah.
So I'll be very interested. I've got a full Covens list that I've got the models for. Age-old story I haven't painted. So
Shock horror.
What to do?
like to do indeed. Yeah. Very fun game, guys. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed it.
Very much.
Well, let me know or let us know in the comments what I could do better with Admech, what I should be changing for next time, what Miguel could do with the Deathwatch. I think the Deathwatch are so rarely seen that.
Yeah, I apologise to all you Deathwatch players out there.
I'm not sure this is an issue with your list writing more that
Screaming at me right now with my awful choices. But yeah, I feel like the humble intercessor is. I mean, I really want to take the best intercessors today,
Yeah, you did.
and they just melted. I mean, they shot back. Maybe they're not the best intercessors. Maybe you need to be taking some other ones. But...
I mean, you just trailed off in mid-thought. There is no other ones. They are the best. Like I think they're the cheapest. They have access to special issue ammo. They have as many wounds. They have the same stat line. I mean, for God's sake, the only thing you cannot do on them is transhuman.
Yeah.
Which gives a shit when you're wounding on 4s anyway. Hitting 4s to wound. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, we'll be back.
We'll see you next time.
We will be back. Ciao from the Grimdark Garage.